Yamuna Tira Vanacharya Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Gopinjana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandanam Bhajanaranjanam Yamunatira Vanacharidam Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayam Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Virakacharya Astuta Shata Shishimad. His Divine Grace Bhai Channel Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada aqui. ISKCON NBBT Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada aqui. Srila Prabhupada Ji aqui. Maha Granta Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Go Pramanandi. All glorious assembly devotees. All glorious assembly devotees. All glorious assembly devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Water. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nasta Presha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Shrivatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana Ridantaistohya Bhadrani Vidunod Suritsatang Krishna Swadhamopagate Dharma Gyanabisaha Kalau Nastadusha Mesha Puranar Kwanoditaha Mahaganta Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 17, text 17 to 19. So this is the title of the chapter, The Descent of the River Ganges. Yes, very auspicious term. So the metric of the first verse is a little complex, but the metric of verse 18, 19 is usual. I think that we can repeat and chant together the verse 18. Let me recite only the verse 17 alone. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Sarvaguna Sankyanaya Nantaya Vaktaya Nama Iti. Okay, let's go to the verse 18. Bhaje Bhajanyarana Pada Pankajam Bhaje Bhajanyarana Pada Pankajam Bhaje Bhajanyarana Pada Pankajam Bhagasya Kritsnasya Param Parayanam Bhagasya Kritsnasya Param Parayanam Bhagasya Kritsnasya Paramparayanam Bhaktishu Alam Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam Bhaktishu Malam Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam Bhaktishu Alam Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam Bhavapaham Tva Bhava Bhavan Ishwaram Bhavapaham Tva Bhava Bhavam Ishwaran Bhavapaham Tva Bhava Bhavam Ishwaran Bhaje Bhajananya Aranapada Pankajan Bhagasya Kritsnasya Paramparayanam Bhakteshwalam Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam Bhavapahantva Bhava Bhavamishwaram Bhaje Bhajanyarana Pada Pankajam Bhagasya Kritsnasya Paramparayanam Bhakteshwalam Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam Bhavapahantva Bhava Bhavamishwaram Devotees. Bhaje Bhajanya Pada Pankajam Bhaje Kritsnasya Yanam Ishwaram Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam Bhavamaham Bhava Bhavam Ishwaram Bhaje Bhajanya Pada Pankajam Bhagasya Kritsnasya Bhatekshalam Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam Bhavapahantva Bhavamishwaram. Leads Vaishnavis. Okay. The verse 19. Nayasya maya gunachitta vrittibhir nirikshato hi anvapi drishtir jayet isheyata nojita manyurang asam kastan namanyeta jigishur atmanaha. I think that we can read the word by word to verse 18. Bhaje, I worship. Bhajanya, all worship, O Lord. Aranapada Pankajan, whose Lord's feet protect his devotees from all fearful situations. Bhagasya, of opulences. Kritsnasya, of all different varieties, wealth, fame, strength, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation. Yeah. Generally, this word bhaga is connected with the six opulences. Who has these six opulences full is God. Parang, the best. Parayanam, the ultimate shelter. Bhakteshu, to the devotees. Alang, beyond the value. Bhavita Bhuta Bhavanam, who manifests his different forms for the satisfaction of his devotees. Bhava Apaham, who stops the devotee's repetition of birth and death. It is good. Tva, unto you. Bhava Bhavanam. Yes, thank you. Who is the origin of the material creation? Ishwaran, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, translation. This is translation of 17. The most powerful Lord Shiva says, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you in your expansion as Lord Sankarsana. Sankarsana is the deity of Lord Shiva. You are the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. Although you are unlimited, you remain unmanifest to the non-devotees. Verse 18. O my Lord, you are the only worshipable person, for you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the reservoir of all opulences. You secure lotus feet are the only source of protection for all your devotees, whom you satisfy by manifesting yourself in various forms. O my Lord, you deliver your devotees from the clutches of material existence. Non-devotees, however, remain entangled in material existence by your will. Kindly accept me as your eternal servant. 19 and last verse. We cannot control the force of our anger. Therefore, when we look at material things, we cannot avoid feeling attraction or repulsion for them. But the Supreme Lord is never affected in this way, because the Lord is situated in Vishuddha Sattva, never feel attraction by the material world. Although he glances over the material world for the purpose of creating, maintaining, and destroying it, he is not affected even to the slightest degree. Therefore, one who desires to conquer the force of the senses must take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Then he will be victorious. Yes. This is a very important advice of Lord Shiva. Purport by His Divine Grace, Bhajana Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. This is 19th purport. 17 and 18 don't have purport, don't have Prabhupada's commentary. The Supreme Person of Godhead is always equipped with inconceivable potencies. Although creation takes place by his glancing over the material energy, he is not affected by the modes of material nature. Shuddha Sattva, Vishuddha Sattva, Vasudeva Sattva, Sattva Sattva. Because of his eternally transcendental position, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears in this material world, the modes of material nature cannot affect him. Therefore, the Supreme Lord is called the Transcendence, and anyone who wants to be secure from the influence of the modes of material nature must take shelter of him. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurmiritan Jana Tasmai Shri Garve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistan Staptan Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayan Dadat Svapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Paristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirveshesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Gadadha Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Good morning to everyone. Thanks for coming to Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we will speak about the river Ganges, the Ganga Devi. That is the main subject of this chapter. So I will start with the translation by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur for these three verses. Verse 17, Shiva said, I offer respects to Bhagavan, the six opulences, the great Purusha, the revelation of all qualities, the unlimited and the unfathomable. 18. I worship wholeheartedly the Lord with lotus feet, the highest shelter of all six qualities, the ornament of the devotees, the object of meditation for Brahma, the destroyer of material life, who has prema for me, your servant. What person desiring to conquer the senses will not worship the Lord, whose vision is not affected by the actions of the mind influenced by the gunas of Maya? When the glances in order to regulate matter, though we, having the force of uncontrolled anger, are affected by when we glance at matter. Next is a summary of this chapter by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. This chapter, the 17th chapter, describes the descent of Ganga to earth, the happiness of Bhauma Swarga, and the service of Sankarsana and Rudra. After describing the splendor of the mountains surrounding Sumeru like filaments, Shuka now describes the very long stream of the Ganga, the crust jewel of all splendors, by relating how Ganga made her appearance at the time of Vamanadeva avatar, by stepping over the earth with his right foot, and from throwing his left foot in the air, he caused all places up to the top of the universe to tremble, up to the layer of Prakriti, where the gunas are pacified, as related by Brahma. Trisayan sadhana urukram payanam. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, chapter 7, verse 4. Thus, the spiritual stream of water of the Karna ocean, outside of the 8 layers of the universe, descended to Dhruvaloka. The water was colored red from the kumkuma and the red color of the Lord's feet, arising from the water used to wash the Lord's feet. The touch of this water destroys the contamination of sin, but the water remains free of contamination. It was called by the name Bhagavat Padi, it's another name of the Ganges, because at the time it was not known by the other names, such as Bhagirati or Janavi. It then fell off Dhruvaloka, which became known as Vishnupada. Okay, so we can have a reflection. What is the importance of the Mother Ganga? Okay, this is my best picture. Yeah, reflecting. Ganga Devi ki. So this is the first verse of this chapter 17, and this verse summarizes when the Ganges came for this universe enter, go to the celestial planets after for our intermediate, middle plants, and go to the hell also. So this is a very auspicious story, and heard about this, purify our consciousness. Shukadeva Goswami said, "My dear King, Lord Vishnu, the angel of all sacrifice, appeared as Vamanadeva in the sacrificial arena of Bali Maharaj." This will narrated in 8th canto. Yes. Then he extended his left foot to the end of the universe and pierced a hole in its covering with nail of his big toe. Through the hole, the pure water of the causal ocean, Karana ocean, entered this universe as the Ganges River, having washed the lotus feet of the Lord, which are covered with reddish powder. The water of the Ganges acquired a very beautiful pink color. Every living being can immediately purify his mind of material contamination by touching the transcendental water of the Ganges. Yet its waters remain ever pure, because the Ganges directly touches the lotus feet of the Lord before descending with this universe. She is known as Vishnu Padi. Later, she received other names like Janavi and Bhagirati, because the relation of Bhagirat Maharaj. After 1,000 millenniums, the water of the Ganges descended to Dhruvalok, the polar star, the topmost planet in this universe. Therefore, all learned sages and scholars proclaim Dhruvaloka to be Vishnupada, situated of Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. I heard that from here, Europe, you can see the polar star, not North Star, with view. Because in South America we cannot, yes, here is more auspicious. In South America we cannot see the North Star, the polar star, the residence of Dhruva Maharaj. This is a classical portrait from Indian art, classical Indian art, not devotional art. Okay, 4 places where Sri Krishna always lives. This from the book of Vrindavan Das Thakur, the Chaitanya Bhagavat. He enumerated 4 places that Lord Sri Krishna always lives. Place where Srimad Bhagavatam is. Place where Tulasi plant is. Not today here. Oh, there. Don't worry. Place where Mother Ganga always flows. Well, we in the Pujari we invoke the Ganges River every day, at least. I don't know if she come, but we invoke. Thank you, man. And place where devotees live. So I think that we cover all these requests, no? Krishna ki jai. So Mother Ganga, also known as Vishnupadi, Mandakini, Bhogavati, Bhagirati, Janavi. I heard one time, sorry I don't have the reference, maybe I can speculate, that when Ganges came from the Karana ocean, he entered in the universe, and when he passed in the celestial planets, the name is Alakananda. In the intermediate planets, here in this planet is known like Ganga. In the hellish planets is known like Mandakini. At least when he arrived in the Himalayas, he is Alakananda. Have a place in India. I think that everyone knows when you go to Himalayas, to the ashram of Gangotri, yes. Badarikashram, yes, this place. Have a place that Alakananda meet with another river, I think it's Mandakini. And that moment it become Ganga Devi. And go to Rishikesha in another place. How is the name of this place? I forget this name, but this is a famous place. I was one time in 2000. No. No, Haridwar is after. Haridwar is Ganges, Rishikesha is Ganges, but before, in Himalayas, the name is Alakananda, but have a confluence, two rivers, and become Ganga. I forget the name. This is a very important place. The good that this place is together with the road, yes? You stop the car and go take a bath. No. So, this is a very important pastime in the Mahabharata. Maharaj Shantanu married the Ganga Devi. Who is the son? Who will be the son? Bhishma Deva, yes. So, for you, stay happy. I bring a video for you watching.
To live on earth longer than the others. O Ganga, my wife, please clarify this. Being thus questioned by the king of the earth,
Come on, man.
Ganga replied to the monarch, O best of the Bharatharis, on Mount Meru, there are many picturesque forests. In vast wooded region lies a renowned.
I don't know why I cannot put the video in the beginning.
Name.
Okay, me and this technology not good friends. So the history is Ganga Devi came and Maharaj Shantanu see her, stay totally fall in love, and he made a marriage proposal to her. She accepted, but with a condition, yes, she will do anything, and he cannot protest. So they married, and the first children came, and she killed this children, and she did this for 7 times. I think they throw in the Ganga. And the 8th child, when born, the Maharaj Shantanu protest, scream, and he broke in the deal they established. So the kid was Bhishma Deva, and Ganga bring him to celestial planets to be trained by Parashurama and all that. It's a wonderful history. So the 7 kids, and Bhishma Deva was the 8 Vasus, and the 8 Vasus was cursed by Vashishta Muni because they stole your Surabhi cow. So this was the story that I told in this video. So I did research in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, some about a verse collects that explain about Ganga Devi. Okay, this is the Adi Lila, chapter 2. This is like an introduction made by Krishna Das Kaviraj. This verse is very poetic, very wonderful. O my merciful Lord Chaitanya, May the nectarian Ganges waters of your transcendental activities flow on the surface of my desert-like tongue. Beautifying these waters are the lotus flowers of singing, dancing, and loud chanting of Krishna's holy name, which are the pleasure abode of unalloyed devotees. These devotees are compared to swans, ducks, and bees. The rivers flowing produces a melodious sound that gladdens the ears. So this is prayers Krishna Das Kaviraj was made to glorify Lord Chaitanya and start your masterpiece, that is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Adilila, chapter 4, verse 205. Just as the celestial waters of the Ganges flow unobstructed into the ocean, so when my devotees simply hear of me, their minds come to me, who reside in the hearts of all. This is Ganga Devi, this is Ganges. I think that probably in Varanasi, no? Yeah, it looks like Varanasi. Very special place. Adilila, chapter 5, verse 54. The water of the Karana ocean, which is the original cause, is therefore spiritual. The sacred Ganges, which is but a drop of it, purifies the fallen souls. The water, it's the same, sorry. He worshipped Krishna with tulasi leaves and water of the Ganges and called for him in a loud voice. Thus, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on earth, accompanied by his personal associates. Who was this? Advaita Acharya. Yes, we have two reasons for the descent of Lord Chaitanya, one external, another internal. The external cause is described in this verse. Yes, the supply, the fervorous prayers of Lord Advaita Acharya that worship his Shalagrama with tulasi leaves and water Ganges, because the water Ganges passed in his courtyard, and in the courtyard, no, backyard, the Ganges flowing in his backyard. Okay. Simply by taking of Nityananda Prabhu, one awakens his love for Krishna. Thus, all his bodily limbs are agitated by ecstasy, and tears flow from his eyes like the water of the Ganges. So, still in Adlila, seeing the lunar eclipse and laughing, Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur immediately went to the bank of the Ganges and bathed in the river in great jubilation. Taking advantage of the occasions on the lunar eclipse, Advaita Acharya, by his mental strength, distributed various types of charity to the Brahmanas. So, what was this occasion? Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya, they was friends before Lord Chaitanya born. So this was in the occasion of the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. So they are both friends, and they see the auspicious signs and go to the Ganges. Like the whole inhabitants of Navadvipa in Mayapur was taking bath in the Ganges and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because the eclipse is the influence of Rahu. Rahu is a maleficus, is a demonic planet, trying to eat the moon and the sun. Because these the peoples go to Ganges and chanting the Krishna's name to protection. Addressing the girls, the Lord would say, "Worship me, and I shall give you God husbands and or good benedictions. The Ganges and Goddess Durga are my maid servants." What to speak of other demigods, even Lord Shiva is my servant. Yes, this Lord Chaitanya is a laugh means a good mood. When proceeding toward Vrindavana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was overwhelmed with ecstatic love for Krishna, and he lost all remembrance of the external world. In this way, he traveled continuously for 3 days in Radhadesh, the country where the Ganges River does not flow. This is very interesting because the Ganges, Ganga, is so important that even when they don't have Ganges, but the Ganges working like reference, even when she is not present. But who born in Radhadesh? Very auspicious Krishna's incarnation, Balarama's incarnation, Lord Nityananda. Radhadesh is like a state beside of Nadia, and many important Vaishnavas born in Radhadesh, including Lord Nityananda, Lord Balarama. First of all, Lord Nityananda bewildered Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by bringing him along the bank of the Ganges, saying that it was the river Yamuna. Here the Lord Nityananda is cheating Lord Chaitanya. What was this episode? When the Lord Chaitanya takes sannyasi, he takes sannyasi in Katwa, and he wants to go to Vrindavan. But not is the moment to Lord Chaitanya go to Vrindavan. So the Lord Nityananda and another associates eluded Lord Chaitanya and bring him to the Advaita Acharya's house. They go by the following of the river Ganges and arrive in the Lord Advaita's house. If Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks you about the path to Vrindavana, please show him the path on the bank of the Ganges instead. So it's the same pastime. Thinking like this, the Lord took his morning bath in the Ganges and started for Nilachala, saying, I shall go there. So is the conclusion of the pastime. So in the Advaita Acharya's house, the devotees bring Mother Sachi, and Mother Sachi asked to your son, Lord Chaitanya, to stay in Jagannath Puri because it's near of Mayapur, and she can see more times Lord Chaitanya. Because this Lord Chaitanya took sannyas and go to Jagannath Puri. Advaita Acharya disclosed the whole situation, telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wherever you are, that is Vrindavana. Now it's my great fortune that you have come to the bank of the Ganges. So this is the moment when the Lord Chaitanya arrived in the house of Advaita Acharya. Because Lord Chaitanya are in very deep ecstasy, yes, don't have external consciousness. And when he arrived in the Advaita Acharya's house, he thinking this river is the Yamuna, but not is the Ganges River. And they see Advaita. Oh, Advaita, are you in Vrindavan also? And Lord Advaita Acharya answers this very important verse, yes? Thinking like this, the Lord took his morning bath. No. Advaita Acharya disclosed the whole situation, telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wherever you are, this is Vrindavana. Now, it's my great fortune that you have come to the back of the Ganges. In Bengal, I have 2 shelters, Lord Chaitanya said, my mother and River Ganges. Both of them are very merciful, Mother Sachi and Ganga Devi. I shall go to Vrindavan through Bengal and see both my mother and the River Ganges. Now would you two be pleased to give me permission? This is Ganga Puja. I think that this is in Haridwar. This is a very interesting place. Especially in the past times and the Vedic age, the Haridwar and Rishikesh are very important Vedic seats, and they stay very close. Yes, you get a auto rickshaw in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You go from Rishikesh to Haridwar and have this Ganga Puja every day. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Rishikesh have Ganga Puja, but in Haridwar is more opulence. Yes, I recommend it. It's a great experience. I don't know if it's like this every day, but every day has Ganga Puja in Haridwar. Yes, very special place. So here, still in Nadilila, in Radha Desh, I want to conclude about this, about Radha Desh. In Radha Desh, the part of Bengal where the Ganges is not visible, look, the Ganges is a so important, so potential reference. The place that is not visible. Nityananda Prabhu, Gangadas Pandita, that is the teacher of Lord Chaitanya, Murari Gupta, the doctor, the Hanuman incarnation, and Mukunda, the singer, took birth. I don't know if the same the Mukunda Ghosh, but Mukunda. Here, Srimati Radharani is the Ganges. Anjalila, chapter 1, verse 191. Srimati Radharani is the Ganges, but this is a poetic, not a statue. Srimati Radharani is the Ganges in which the elephant of my mind enjoys pastimes. She is the shining of the full autumn moon for the Chakora birds. Chakora bird, is Vrindavana Chandra Prabhu, of my eyes. She is the dazzling ornament, the bright and beautiful arrangement of stars on the border of the sky of my chest. Now today I have again Srimati Radharani because of the highly elevated state of my mind. It's a very beautiful poetry. Junior Haridas, the Chota, you have the big Maha Haridas, that Haridas Thakur, and the small, the Chota, is the Junior Haridas. Junior Haridas had conclusively decided to attend shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus, he entered deep into the water of Triveni, the confluence of the Ganges, Yamuna, at Prayag, and in this way gave up his life. So it's the past time when the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Puri, Jagannatha Puri, and Sikh Mahik is a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya, and he has a sister, Madhavi Devi, and she cooking for Lord Chaitanya. And when Chaitanya eat, he feel a lust on the food. But Chaitanya concluded, not was the lady, the devotee, yes, the sister of Sikh Mahit. So why these grains, why this rice have this feeling, have this impression? So they understand that Chota Haridas, Junior Haridas, when he transported the rice, he contemplated, he see the Madhavi and feel lust. And Lord Chaitanya feel this. So the problem that Chota Haridas was a sannyasi, and Lord Chaitanya is too much strictful with the sannyasi ashram. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, go out, yes, expulsou. Sent away of the devotee association. But Krishna Lila always have a forgiveness, yes? This is incredible. The Chota Haridas Thakur take the vote to do suicide in the Ganges. And after Lord Chaitanya accepted him like Gandharva, And Chota Haridas always singing for Lord Chaitanya in the body of the Gandharva inhabitant. On the back of the Ganges, in a solitary place, Advaita Acharya made a cave-like home for Haridas Thakur. This is the big Haridas. And spoke to him about the real meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita in terms of devotional services. Look like the Ganges is so important in both pieces, the Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, or the importance of the Ganges for us Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Who can understand the influence and mercy of the Lord Nityananda Prabhu? He is so powerful that he induced Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come eat cheap rice on the bank of the Ganges. What is the pastime? Panihati Dahi. Yes. With whom? Raghunatha Das Goswami. Yes. A very special pastime. Guru Maharaj, Raja Patak Maharaj got like a lot of this pastime that they reproduce every year in Atlanta, in America, the same pastime. The trees on the bank of the Yamuna and Ganges are always jubilant. They appear to be smiling with their flowers and shedding tears in the form of flowing honey. Just as the forefathers of a Vaishnava son or grandson feel transcendental bliss, the trees feel blissful because the flute is a member of their family. So this is in deep in Krishna Lila. So included the trees and the Ganges, Yamuna feel ecstasy when heard the Krishna's flute. This is very intimate pastime of Lord Sri Krishna. Okay, reference on the first canto of Bhagavatam and the end. Verse 15, O Sutta, those great sages who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord can at once sanctify those who come in touch with him, whereas the water of the Ganges can sanctify only after prolonged use. Yeah, this is more a glorification of the devotees, but it's a very famous verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Shukadeva Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, in his turn, delivered the Bhagavatam to great Emperor Parikshit, who sat surrounded by sages on the bank of the Ganges, awaiting that without taking food or drink. Okay, here in the verse plan bank of the Ganges, but I have a question for you, a quiz test. The Srimad Bhagavatam was narrated in the Ganges or in Yamuna? Why?
Because it's flows through Delhi.
Yeah, this is interesting because this is the argumentation of Jiva Goswami. When you go to Agra, yes, in Haridwar, New Delhi, the Ganges is more near. Not make sense they go to the Ganges that is in the east side, yes, more closer, more distance. But one point, I have 2 points. All verses in Srimad Bhagavatam literally explain about the Ganga, the name Ganga. And look this. We can see, yes, in the right side, who are there. They is Ramaharshana Sutta and Sutta Goswami, the father and son. In the chapter 3 of first canto, Sutta Goswami explained that he was with your father in the narration of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, how Sutta Goswami, that was present, don't know what is the place, if Ganges or Jamuna. The narrator, the people that wrote this verse, spoke in this verse, Sutta Goswami, in first person, in first canto, was in the place. How you don't know who he was here? Who he was? Yes? But this is not conclusive, okay? Because who I am to go opposite of Jiva Goswami, that is is the more scholar of the six Goswamis, yes? But this is an important fact, yes? Sutta Goswami was in the place. Go. O Lord Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows to the sea without hindrance, let my attraction be constantly drawn to you without being diverted to anyone else. We can be worthy of the name of the Supreme Personal Lord, but the person of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Brahmaji collected the water emanating from the nails of his feet in order to award it to Lord Shiva as a worshipful welcome. This very water, the Ganges, is purifying the whole universe, including Lord Shiva. Last verse in the lecture. The river Ganges, by which the king set to fast, more one reference, Ganges, carries the most auspicious water, which is mixed with the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord in tulsi leaves. Therefore, that water sanctifies the three worlds inside and outside, and even sanctifies Lord Shiva and other demigods. Consequently, everyone who is destined to die must take shelter of this river. Who are destined to die? Everyone, everybody. So everybody needs to take shelter on the river Ganges. This is a very important topic because it's the one of the main topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. What one do in the moment of death. The moment of death is the most important moment in the life. Do you know? The moment of death is the most important moment in the life because it's the moment that decided where you go in the next life. So Parikshit Maharaj wanted to know about this, and Shukadeva Goswami are narrating what he need do for this moment. Yes, in this moment we need to remember the pastimes of Lord Krishna, the names of Lord Krishna, to get an auspicious place, the auspicious destination in the next life. Okay, so this is the end. Srila Prabhupada aqui. I did speak Portuguese in the lecture. So if you want to have a commentary, we don't have more time, especially for questions. So nobody wants to talk. Jamuna is not here. I don't know where she are now. Yes, I don't know if in Maya, because yeah, it's like I would say like yeah, they would say try come back to his place after the battle in Greece in Troya. Yes, he stay very inflated. Yes, they would say. What's the other name of Odyssey?
From the Battle of Troy.
Yes.
Who are you looking for?
The poem have 15,000 verses. Is one masterpiece of the antique Greece ancient. Ulysses, yes, Ulysses, yes. So Ulysses stay very, very inflated because they defeat the Troy because it's intransponable the walls, and stay very, very inflated, and he challenged with the ocean, the Poseidon. We don't need of the gods. We are victors. We defeated alone. We don't need of gods. This is the base of the atheism. And when he tried come back to his place with his wife, Penelope, Ithaca. Ithaca is the place. Poseidon only cheating him, and he stay divagating on the ocean and go to many islands, many different places, but never come back to Ithaca. It's like Yamuna try and go to Maya forbidden. Never get. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki, Maha Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Go Pramanande. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Jai. Pessoas em classe. Astonishing. The importance that the this is very important.
I like how you make the reference to the different scriptures. Ganges is everywhere.
This is the way that in the academic science, philosophy in the university is a science. When is a science? When you speak, but the reference of all that you speak. When you speak and give the reference, this is science. But if you speak, you don't have reference, can be speculation.
Yeah.
But when you give a reference, this is science, this is true.
Scientific.
Yes. Scientific. Yeah, this is science for us, yes. Give the reference of justice.
So, if you want to take breakfast, it's now the time. You can also have something.
Oh, super nice.
Yeah.
We did just have breakfast.
You had already something. Yeah.
What a beautiful temple.
First time here.
Yes. Yeah, we're from Finland,
Ah,
so we go to the temple there regularly.
what's your name?
Vesa.
Vesa?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mamudas.
Manudas.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is so cool.
This is amazing.
Yeah,
How
it's,
long has this been in Zurich?
since almost 50 years. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Our
long.
temple in Helsinki is 40 years now.
40 years also.
Yeah. So very similar.
You're going there regularly, Helsinki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have Sunday feast also. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm initiated and he comes along and reads more Srimad Bhagavatam than I do.
that's perfect. What's the name of it?
Lila Mohini Devidas.
Krishna.
And this is Balaram.
Balaram. He looks like we're very strong. And what brought you to Switzerland?
We actually drove to southern France to see my parents. My father's right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent a month in France, and then we took the scenic route up from Italy, and first the French Riviera, and then down to Zurich beyond.
With the car?
Yeah.
Yes.
You rented one or you came?
Just
No, with our own.
From Finland?
Yeah, we drove from there to southern France and now back.
What journey?
Yeah,
So
we
this
feel
is
a little wary.
so this is the first darshan that we've had in a month.
Yeah, a whole Kartik month we've unfortunately missed from doing service in the temple, but you know.
Today they especially look beautiful, right? The deities.
They are amazing.
They have a big history, and once Prabhupada actually, there was an exhibition of all the pictures of all the deities in the world, and then I think of all Gornitai deities, and then he saw these deities from Zurich, and he said they are very beautiful, you know.
Jai.
Joy. And this place is also called New Jagannath Puri, only that you know, and
Okay.
it was the big Sankirtan Mecca here.
Okay.
In the high time, 50 devotees were living in the temple and going out, and so that was very many devotees and many books, and yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we've you know the only place that is in a different flavor than this. This is very beautiful, but Mayapur was also we went there to. It was a bit of a pilgrimage, but also unfortunately our previous son died, so we went to bury him.
In Mayapur.
Yeah. So that was a journey a few years ago we made. But
Do you like to have some Charanamrita?
Yes, please.
You can just come here and then wash your hands if you want. Singadev, oil.
how long have you been a devotee? Nice.
I came here first time in 2017, and then I was living also 3 years, like as a monk, brahmachari, was staying here in Bhaktivedanta Manor in UK, and a few times to India, staying there in the temple. So this I did for 3 years, moved out of the temple, and now I did my education as a farmer here in Switzerland, working 2 years on a farm, and I finished in summer. Now I'm taking a time
Is
out.
there a farm project?
No, it was from the government.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
government. I see.
Yeah. We have a few farmers, devotee farmers, but just independent, having their more like an animal shelter and growing food. And now taking half a year out for book distribution, and yeah, sometimes I'm here. here, sometimes there, different places.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. This is all, everything is so, this is so well. Such a clean, nice energy. You know?
How is your what is your plan? You are soon going, or are you still in?
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to start driving soon. Yeah.
We're going to Strasbourg today, so.
If it's okay, I want to quickly show you the pop-up museum.
Oh, please,
It's at,
I would love to. Thank you so
of
much.
all the pop-up museums, this is the one of the most beautiful ones.
Oh, great.
Very good. Thank you.